The best method to split or separate date and time values in Excel is using Power Query, and this is what you need to do. So let us separate these values using the Power Query, and all we need to do is to first convert this data set into what is called an Excel table. So I will highlight our entire data set, press the Ctrl+T shortcut key on your keyboard, make sure that my table has headers option is selected, and then click OK. This will convert your data set into what is called an Excel table. So you can go ahead and give this table a name. Let's give this one transactions table. Now we need to load our table into Power Query, so I click anywhere in the data set, and on my data ribbon tab under the get and transform data group of tools, I click on this option that says from table or range. So when the Power Query editor opens, you have a preview of your data set. We have the customer name, we have the sales amount, and the date and time values that are sitting in the same column. What we are interested in is this column that has the date and time values that we'd like to separate. So I can right click, choose this option right here, split column by delimiter. At this stage, we need to tell Excel the character that is separating between the date and the time. And for this particular example, you can see the date and the time are separated by a space in between. So you click on this drop down and determine the delimiter, which is the space. Click OK. And there you go. Now you have your date values sitting in their own column as well as the time values. Let us rename the column headers. I will double click and call this one date. Double click on this column header and call this one time. Before we load this one back into the Excel worksheet, you can see the time values. The separator between the hours, minutes, and seconds is a full stop, and yet we all know that it's the full colon that separates hours, minutes, and seconds. So we need to replace wherever there is a full stop with a full colon before we load this one back into the Excel worksheet. So I will right click on this column, choose this option, replace values. What do we want to find? We want to find a full stop and replace it with a full colon. Now that we have finished the cleanup, let's load this one back into the Excel worksheet. So I'll come over to close and load, click on the drop down, close and load to. Let's put our results on the existing worksheet. So I'll get rid of this cell reference. Click on this arrow so that we can point the exact cell reference where we want to paste our results right here. And there you go. Now we have our cleaned data set. The date and time values are independently sitting in their own columns. There are so many ways of dealing with data cleaning in Excel, and if you want more examples, I've put 2 videos on your screen right now that you can go ahead and watch. One will show you how you can split or separate date and time values in Excel using formulas, and the other one will show you how you can entirely automate your data cleaning processes. See you in one of those videos.